The president said something that caused a lot of furore when he said that it was Gaddafi who trained terrorists and they are coming into Nigeria and causing a lot of this mayhem. That caused a lot of furore. We have spoken time without number on this program about our porous borders. Where are these people coming in through? One. Two, will the issue of a national identity card not help this cause?
Thank you very much, Alero. I would take the president's comments in its context that he means that there's a lot of foreign incursion, because that's part of the militia. We have, we're part of the pastoralists. We have the herders. We have the migrant herders. We have the foreign herders. Mm-hmm. Those are the real bad guys. Those are the ones that are affected by this ECOWAS protocol. Mm-hmm. All the way from Mali, they bring their herd in. And these guys don't follow highways. They don't come and queue up at the immigration point and stamp a passport. They don't have a passport in the first place. They just have their AK-47 and have their stick, and they say march. You know, so I think that's the parable the president is stating here, that you have these people, these foreign herders. We really have foreign militias. We call it militant pastoralism. We have foreign militias operating on Nigerian soil. And that's really very unfortunate, because I think, to me, that's a challenge to our territorial integrity and to our sovereignty as a nation. And I think that is something that, in fact, military thinkers should be considering very seriously and saying, wait a minute, these things here, this is not just a problem of a herder from Kebbi State bringing his cattle to Ekiti State and making trouble, or to Benue State and making trouble. This is a foreign invasion, and which is what it is. So and yet the rules allow it under the ECOWAS transhumance protocol. It allows it. But, you know, that I think NEC just came out now. They just had a conference this week where they are saying that Nigeria is going to review its stance in relation to that ECOWAS protocol. And then NEC has said, now those states with flashpoints of header violence, that they should now go no more open grazing, and they should now go ranching. Exactly. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say here is that we have these kinds of policy responses, and because of these border, like you say, border security issues, they don't go through. The immigration guys are standing in one place waiting for people to come. It's only normal travelers like Dr. Ona that go up there and get their passport stamped. These headers don't have time for that. I mean, that's none of their business. So, and yet, hold on, I mean, a foreign minister of interior in this country told us that we had so many thousand illegal entry points. Those are even walk paths that people come in. So that's back to my submission, Madam Yomi. I'm sorry, to persist. This is the problem I'm saying with the security architecture. We keep solving the wrong problem. We keep defining the wrong problem because there's no intellectual capital being expended on these problems.
Dr. This is what we've been saying for a long time.
Well, there's nobody who is hearing. That's why the problem is persisting. Because if you don't solve a problem, it doesn't go away on its own, no matter how well you wish it away.
Dr. Ekhomu, is there any way we can begin to, not my choice of words, we can begin to block those illegal entry points? Let us begin.
We cannot build enough walls, like you said off camera just now. Yeah, we can't build enough walls. We can't build enough a la Trump. We cannot have enough new border posts open. But if we say there is a problem of foreign incursion we have a lot of border communities. We have, again, remember I said the problem of ungoverned spaces. Every space in this country must be governed. How do you govern it? So the police, after the Logo massacre, January 1st this year, the police deployed air assets, intelligence, this and that, a lot of assets. Let's put it that way. Those assets, I contend, will be better applied in border security, because, and then he's talked about Mr. Siddiq, who is doing a very great job at the Air Force. Mr. Siddiq should assist us with flying sorties in the borders and identifying some of these problems. Now, we don't have enough resources. You said it just now. We don't have enough, because to fly 1 hour of an air sortie, if you know how much fuel you have to burn there, is prohibitive. So that's why I keep agreeing with Mr. President that $1 billion ECA fund, in fact, it's a drop in the bucket to deal with the security problems of this country.
If it is expended the way it should go. Well, because that's another question.
That's another question.
Okay, now, so what should we do differently? Because we have said a lot about intelligence gathering. We have said a lot about changing the security architecture.
But you didn't say what exactly? You didn't say what it is and what you are changing it to. That's
so what should we change it to? What should we do differently?
Okay, now I have given you a proposition. I said, listen, there's a rule of thumb. Anywhere, in any civilized country, you must not have any ungoverned spaces. Take Niger, for example. Niger is a basket case because it's vast desert land, and only those communities where you have Niamey, Agadez, those places where you have population, that's where it's governed. So the other places, the government confuses, say, okay, leave those ones. So what happens there? Nature abhors a vacuum. The bad guys move in there. That's why you have this Mujiwa problem. Flowing through that whole area. You have Amira Bitum, you have Ansar al-Din, you have everybody running operations in that area. Same thing with Ditto for Mali. Mali is so big that the bad guys took over the ungoverned spaces. So what do we have in Nigeria? We're having the same thing. But the good thing for them, like the foreign pastoralists coming into Nigeria, is that there is pasture here. So you carry your weapon, you bring in your head and you graze them. Now the bad guys, that is the rustlers, they come in, they say Nigeria is porous. They come in, that's why you see the northwest border states are having a lot of that, Zamfara, Kebbi, what have you. They come in, they pack cattle from there and they take them away. It's one-way exit. So you see, we are being robbed and we are being attacked all at the same time. So what do we do? Thank you, that's your question. So we need to look at how, I keep saying, we need to get citizen involvement. Citizens have power. Need to get citizen involvement in their own security. And there are so many things that are being done. Hold on, ma'am. There are so many things that are being done. You look at Kaduna. A few days ago, the governor, Mr. Governor, set up KD VIS, Kaduna Vigilance Services. Rivers has set up their own neighborhood watch.
And Lagos, we have service will have maybe sticks and machetes.
Don't worry.
And then these people will come with AK-47.
Don't worry.
Okay.
It helps.
It
helps.
But
just the last point is we need to get citizen involvement. Now, how that is going to play out may not be something for television, but there is a template for citizen involvement in national security, and that template, we need to resolve that because we don't have enough resourcing. Our military right now is undermanned. Our police agency is grossly undermanned, so we don't have enough resources.
And underfunded. So what's your own recipe, to solving this?
Yeah, thank you very much, Yomi. My great concern is that we do a lot of talking and talking and talking. Let's prefer solutions. Now, one of the way forward, in my opinion, is let's really activate community and state policing. That will really, really go a long way in checkmating this issue of border porosity. And of course, the immigration services too. I do agree with my brother and friend here, that Dr. Ekhomu, that what you find out is that people just want to sit down in the big towns and metropolis and but let them be deployed right into the borders there, and then let them work in conjunction, because the good thing about community policing is that if anybody comes in, they'll be able to know they live within the people, and then when they make sure the people are aware that when you see something, you say something.
That's why.
So that's one way of taking care of the situation. And aside that too, we also must get the citizens sensitized on security awareness. And aside that too, national emergency services, NEMA, they need to step up. Every street, it should even start from your house. You must have an emergency evacuation or emergency plan in place on your street, in your neighborhood. And then, of course, the vigilante too.
Okay. We need to wind down now, and just before we do that, I just want to take this tweet from Festus Akimboiwa, who says, the federal government should be applauded for paying for 12 Tucano fighter jets, which may have been frustrated by the National Assembly for selfish political reasons. If our legislators are interested in our military, Nigeria and Nigerians, they should have passed the 2018 budget already. Now, your parting shots on this matter. So where do we go from here, Dr. Ekhomu?
Well, in 2015, GTI...
In half a sentence.
Yes. In 2015, GTI said that the pastoralist violence was the fourth largest terrorist threat in the world. And I think we should sit back and understand the import of that judgment and then act accordingly.
Okay.
To me, I think what is on the front burner now is the Benue killing.
Okay.
It is unacceptable. And I think the federal government should declare a state of emergency in Benue.
Okay.
Let's address
Colonel Yomi Dare and Dr. Ona Ekhomu, both security experts, looking at the security situation with us this morning. It is, I mean, we have not even scratched the surface of this at all, but that's all the time we have. We'll see you in just a moment with another interesting conversation. Stay with us.